And the hat stays on. Wow, wow, wow. In this video, we're going to be having a look at Dogwifhat up 129% in the last week. This whole crypto market has been absolutely exploding. And the big question is this a real pump? Is this the legit pump that everyone has been waiting for? We're going to be having a look at these two charts in just a second. We're also going to be talking about an altcoin season, how someone in my comments yesterday said that an altcoin season needs to happen before an altcoin year. And you guys can see right here, the altcoin year is currently sitting at 31 and the altcoin season is currently sitting at 31. So therefore, you are wrong. We could actually see an altcoin year before we actually see an altcoin season, believe it or not. So we're going to be having a look at that. And is this an altcoin month, guys? You guys can see right here, we are currently very, very close to an altcoin month. They have absolutely been going insane. They've been going berserk, guys. But look at this green, bright, beautiful crypto bubble right here. Dogwifhat, one of the cryptos leading the pack, up 129%. You guys can see Pi is up 157%, currently traded at $1.57. Obviously, Pi is close to a new cryptocurrency. But you guys can see right here, none of these cryptos are up as high as Dogwifhat. So having a look at Dogwifhat right here, you guys can see obviously currently up 45% in the last 24 hours, traded at $1.27. The volume, can we talk about the volume for a second? $1.2 billion of traded volume in the last 24 hours. That is literally the same of the market cap. That is absolutely insane. And you guys can see right here, things have been absolutely going parabolic in the last 3 months. So this is a 3-month time frame. Obviously bottomed out right here at $331 million or 32-cent market cap. And ever since, this thing has been absolutely going crazy. If we have a look right here at the altcoin season index, so there's two things. First of all, yesterday someone in my comment told me that I don't have an IQ because I think that an altcoin year can happen before an altcoin season. And I said that I don't want to see an altcoin season. And the reason why I don't want to see an altcoin season is because we typically just have these fake outs right here. We had an altcoin season that barely lasted, 1 day back in January 25th, 2024. And we had another one right here in December 2024 that barely lasted, 2-3 days. So obviously, I don't want to see these altcoin season that are supposed to be 90 days last 2 days, right? It's an altcoin season for a reason. And even if we do go up, and it does go up within the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you're still not a season because a season typically is 90 days. But if we have a look right here at the yearly chart, you guys can see that this is where the real altcoin season is. You guys can see right here, we started the altcoin season back in November, and look how long we were here. We were here for close to 3 months. Okay, so end of January, that's when it ended, and then it started in October. Okay, so that's what you want to see. You want to see a season that lasts 3 months. You don't want to see a season that lasts 5 days. Okay, that's what a season is, altcoin season. And you guys can see right here that this chart, the altcoin year index, is currently sitting at 31, which is exactly what we want to see. Now the big question is, are we going to break above 53? Because if we do break above 53, which is right here, that's going to be very, very bullish, not only for Dogwifhat, but it's going to be bullish for altcoins. Having a look right here at Dogwifhat on the weekly time frame, you guys can see right here that the weekly time frame, first of all, we do have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful breakout right here. We are a little bit overbought right here on the stochastic RSI, but I'm not going to be talking about stochastic RSI in this video because the RSI right here is looking very beautiful. And guess what, guys? We were also oversold for multiple months on the stochastic RSI. So we bottomed out right here on December 30th, and we were oversold for literally 5.5 months. So obviously, the big question is, can we be overbought right here for 5.5 months before coming back down? And we know, guys, that the altcoin season is usually the last few months of the bull market. So if this pattern repeats itself, obviously that's going to be very, very good. That's going to be very, very bullish. Stochastic RSI is looking very, very bullish as well. So that's that on the weekly time frame. In my opinion, I'm most likely going to be targeting $4 for now. If this keeps on pumping, and if we do break $4, you could expect Dogwifhat to essentially go parabolic by the end of 2025 before the bear market starts. Having a look right here at Dogwifhat on the daily time frame, not only did we bounce off this order block, we did break above this 50 moving average before going parabolic. And now this is the big test on the daily time frame. Is this right here. Not only do we have the 200 moving average on a daily time frame, but we also have this order block right here. Now, order block tends to be pretty accurate. I mean, this is where you're going to have a lot of people, putting sell orders, short orders. You're going to have a lot of people, essentially selling. shorting and pretty much taking profit, especially if you're long at this area right here. And of course, you have the 200 moving average, which is a pretty strong resistance. If guys, we break above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, and we break above this order block right here, you could expect Dogwifhat to go to 3.99, which is my other target. And you guys can see this is the resistance at 3.99 to $4. So that's what's happening right now with Dogwifhat. Things are looking pretty darn good. Obviously, if we have a look right here at the visible range volume profile, you guys can see right here, obviously we broke above the visible range and essentially exploded. Let's have a look at the shorter time frame, such as a 4-hour time frame. You guys can see right here, 4-hour time frame, obviously massive order block between 1.22 and 1.41. We need to break that order block, we need to clear it, and we need to close above it in order to essentially continue this momentum. And if we have a look right here at the daily time frame, I mean the 1-hour time frame, we don't have such crazy order blocks. I mean, we did have some order blocks. This could be good buy opportunities in the future. So assuming we got rejected right here, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 40% retrace. I mean, we know what happens in every bull market. Every time we have these super cycle, we usually go up 2, 3x, 4x, 5x, come back and retest 40% before the next leg. So a lot of people are going to get burned, unfortunately, but you guys can see right here that Dogwifhat, if we have a look right here at 30 cents, it is currently up 327%. And of course, if we do drag this up to, let's say, 1.4 or 1.5, you guys can see that's going to be a 438% return. So obviously 40% retrace is not that crazy considering it went up 4 or 5x within a couple of weeks, or even a couple of weeks, few months. Okay, so 1 month literally up 4x. That's obviously fantastic. I don't think this is going to go straight to $5, but never say never. So that is my video, guys, with Dogwifhat. Total supply obviously 1 billion, volume 1.2 billion, market cap 1.2 billion. This thing is absolutely going parabolic. The whole market's going parabolic. If you guys do like these videos, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next